Now let's give this some thought. Perfect environment. God created man. Put him in this place we call it the Garden of Eden, and everything is there. It's a perfect environment. And here's man. He has no sin because he has not yet transgressed. Everything he needs is there. But yet, he still finds a way to have his heart filled with rebellion against God, and end up falling and failing to accomplish the relationship with God that was his to have. Well, this just talks to me about humanity. And we've all been there. We've all been in that same type of situation to where God provided for us this wonderful life, and then we go and we allow rebellion to come into our heart, and we transgress, and we allow sin to come in, which of course will break the relationship as it did with Adam in the garden. Now here's the wonderful thing that we rejoice over, is that God gave. We find this in one of the most popular, probably the most famous scripture of all scriptures, John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave. And he gave the world this tremendous gift called forgiveness. And through the sending of his only Son into this world to become, as Scripture records it, it says, the second Adam. Because Adam, the first Adam, he found a way to mess it up. In the perfect environment of the garden, he managed to mess it up. And so God sent the greatest gift that he could ever send into the world. He sent his own Son, as Scripture says, to live among us, to dwell among us, and live in human form, so that he might bring the human self to a place of perfection, not through some way or another just transforming us into these perfect people who never sin and never transgress. No, by allowing his Son Jesus to live the perfect life and then sacrifice his own blood on Calvary's cross, and then to go sprinkle that blood on the mercy seat in heaven, so that all who will come and all who will receive can receive pardon for our rebellious heart and the transgressions that we have transgressed against God himself. That's a tremendous gift. And as we are talking about this week on the broadcast about giving and a heart of giving, that God would make our hearts pliable to the point to where we would want to give. God showed us the way through the gift of his own begotten Son. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.